What's happening, people? It's the homie Smitster 400 coming at you straight off the Ave, and this is Smitster Reacts. One time for all the subscribers, how you doing? Welcome back. And if you made it to this video, go ahead, give us a like, subscribe, man. New content daily. So check it out, man. Look, Dame Dash, right? He been going through what he's going through with the whole Rockefeller saga. All right, he in debt. It's said that he needs to sell his portion in order to settle his debt, which is messed up. He shouldn't be in that predicament in the first place. Jay-Z effed Rockefeller up. Let's just put that out there. He effed Rockefeller up. I was rocking with Rockefeller. All right, Young Guns, Beanie Siegel, State Property. I'm from PA, so of course, State Property, Beanie Siegel, Chris and Neef. Like, come on, bro. Then they had Dipset later on, you know what I'm saying? That was truly a dynasty, bro. And look, trying to be the one, trying to be the man, trying to be so selfish. My man was cutting off a lot of water over there, man. When he made that move and did what he was doing, he was cutting off a lot of water. Shout out Choke No Joke, man. Shout out Choke No Joke. Y'all can go back and check it out, man. There was a lot going on in them days. But look, Dame Dash and 50 Cent take on take on Jay-Z. And look, man, we gonna get right into it, man. Culture Covered, shout out Culture Covered. Finna react to this video, man, talking about how they take down Jay-Z and expose the Rockefeller scam. So without further ado, bro, let's get into this content. You know how we do. Let's get it.
As we all know, 1/3 of Rockefeller Inc., which owns Reasonable Doubt, is for sale. And I've gotten a lot of calls, a lot of offers. I don't know if people are hummer stunting, you know, or not. We'll see who shows up. But I definitely got some very healthy offers, and I appreciate those.
So you image yourself after a gay painter. Your big homie want to look like a gay painter.
Basquiat.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Jay got all of my trophies, man. That's because he signed that contract.
What contract?
The one with Beyonce.
Shut up, man. No, if you don't sign, you don't give him a trophy, she ain't coming.
So it looks like 50 Cent is back at it again, stirring up drama with Jay-Z. And the whole mess started when Dame Dash dropped a bombshell video announcing he's looking for buyers for his 1/3 ownership of Rockefeller Records. Oh, and to sweeten the deal, or maybe just to flex a little, Dame said he's throwing in an original Rockefeller chain if the bid goes over $10 million. And guess who allegedly slid into his DMs with an offer? You guessed it, 50 Cent. Word on the street is that 50 is ready to throw down some serious cash to get his hand.
Hey, yo, Fifth need to go ahead and buy that, bro. That would piss Jay-Z off. Jay would be hot about that, bro. That needs to happen.
On that Rockefeller share. And in true 50 Cent style, he just couldn't resist taking a jab at Jay-Z while he's at it. But Jay-Z's lawyers wasted no time responding, and they even made some strategic moves, filing paperwork to ensure that the copyrights for the iconic Reasonable Doubt album reverts back to him by 2031, which was going to happen anyway. This move just puts a serious damper on any potential buyer's plans to cash in, especially since the minimum bid is a cool $1.2 million. Now here's where the plot thickens. 50 Cent isn't just offering over $10 million out of the goodness of his heart. This could be the ultimate power move in his long-standing beef with Jay-Z. You just know 50 is itching to secure that share, not just for the business, but so he can go in full-on troll mode on Jay-Z across social media. But that's not all. Rumor has it that 50 is on a mission for revenge. He is reportedly ready to expose how Rockefeller has allegedly been scamming artists for years. And you know he's gonna make it personal with Jay-Z. So what's really going on behind the scenes? Is this legal battle between Dame and Jay-Z finally coming to a head? And is 50 really about to dive head first into this mess just to get one over on Jay? Let's break it all down.
If you do want to buy 1/3 of Rockefeller Inc., you are going to have to bring some bread. And anything over $10 million, I'm going to sweeten the pot. you get an original Rockefeller chain from off my neck.
So Dame Dash's 1/3 stake in Jay-Z's Rockefeller Records is officially hitting the auction block. But here's the catch. There might be some important string attached. A source spilled to Billboard that these shares could come with some limitations. According to recent federal court filings, the U.S. Marshal Service is set to auction off Dash's 33.3% share of the iconic record label. This is all to settle an $823,000 judgment against him from a lawsuit brought by a movie producer, Josh Weber, over a failed film deal. Now, if you're thinking about bidding on Dame Dash's 1/3 stake in the label, get ready to cough up some serious cash. The auction comes with a minimum bid of $1.2 million, and potential bidders need to drop a $240,000 deposit just to get in the game. But let's talk about what's actually up for grabs.
Who y'all think is some potential bidders, man? Sign off in the comments who y'all think some potential bidders are. I could think of one particular person. He's been buying up a lot of memorabilia. He's been pissing people off buying up a lot of memorabilia. I think y'all know who I'm talking about. Sign off in the comments, man. Let's keep this going.
The sale is for Dash's share in Rockefeller Inc. And the crown jewel here is the right to Jay-Z's legendary debut album, Reasonable Doubt. But the rest of Rockefeller's music catalog is owned by other entities and isn't included in this sale since the label stopped operating in 2013. Now here's where it gets messy. Jay-Z and Kareem Biggs Burke, who own the other 2/3 of Rockefeller, have tried to block this auction. They even made some changes to the company's bylaws and got involved in the lawsuit. But a federal judge shut that down back in February. While the chance to own a piece of rap history is bound to attract some high rollers, there's a catch. A source spilled to Billboard, but there are some serious limitations with this auction. You're not just buying a piece of Reasonable Doubt, you're buying into a company with other stakeholders, which could complicate things. The insider told Billboard, whoever buys Dame's stake in Rockefeller will be a minority owner without authority over any decision making. They won't have the ability to sell the copyright or borrow against the master, as all decisions require a majority vote. The source also warned that time is running out on Rockefeller's rights to Reasonable Doubt, and the revenue and the only real asset don't have many years left. What they're hinting at is Jay's ability to use copyright's termination right to reclaim the rights to the album 35 years after its release in 1996. That means that by 2031, Jay-Z could snatch back control, leaving the new owner with only about 7 years before the company's main asset is out the door. So anyone thinking of bidding better keep that ticking clock in mind. But it looks like there's one person who couldn't care less about all these messy details because they're more interested in getting back at Jay-Z than anything else. Oh, you guessed it, it's 50 Cent. He's all about that petty revenge, and this auction is just another chance for him to one-up Jay. The drama between 50 Cent and Jay-Z has been brewing for over 2 decades, and what started as some friendly competition quickly turned into full-blown beef. Let's throw it back to 1999
when 50 Cent dissed, when 50 Cent did How to Rob, when Jay-Z came out and said he was all about a dollar, what the F is 50 Cent? Excuse me, I'm getting over a sickness. I'm back at it. But yeah, man, they got some bad blood. They got some history. So this is interesting, man. Super interesting. Let's continue. I know what she about to say. Let's go.
50 dropped his track How to Rob and took his first shots at Jay. And you know, Jay
Let's go.
Jay-Z wasn't about to let that slide. He fired back on It's Hot, Some Like It Hot with that iconic line, I'm about a dollar. What the F is 50 cents? But then in 2002, Jay-Z sat down with Angie Martinez for an interview and tried to play it off like everything was all good between him and 50.
He was like,
Wait,
yo,
who,
you know,
you and 50 Cent?
yeah, you know I respect your record. Yeah, I like that record. It was hot. But you know I gotta spank you dogs. That was the conversation. No doubt, do your thing.
Right. But let's be real. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Jay-Z didn't exactly play nice. He kept sneaking in those little jabs at 50. And 50 wasn't about to sit back and take it. He clapped back, accusing Jay of basically buying his way to the top.
There's a huge difference in energy internationally in 50 Cent and Jay-Z. In fact, his largest selling record sold 400 and 30-something thousand copies. My largest selling records, plural, 2 of them sold 5 million. That's Get Rich or Die Trying and Massive. You know, so it's a huge difference in who we are with each other internationally. Let them be fooled in America and think there's a competition there, because America can be purchased. We can buy it with marketing dollars.
50 Cent also claimed that Jay has a superiority complex, telling Rolling Stone in 2009 he has a king complex. He thinks he's effing Jesus. This Jehovah shit. But that's not all. In that same interview, 50 also called out Jay for betraying his Rockefeller artists. I think he was saying Rock La Familia, we family. It's the Rockefeller gang. And then using traditional business tactics, 50 told Rolling Stone he didn't have their interests in mind. He was just doing what he had to do for himself. But 50 isn't the only one who called out Jay-Z for betraying his artists. Multiple industry insiders have alleged that Jay-Z intentionally held back the commercial success of his Rockefeller artists just to make sure they didn't outshine him in the popularity stakes. Remember when the late great DMX exposed Jay for sabotaging the release of his 6th album just because he changed his mind about retiring?
You know, what happened was, you know, I had the crazy track record, Def Jam, everything was good. You know, I go to do the 6th album, and you know,
Jay-Z became president.
Over. Yeah. You know, when he first got the job, he hit me with the call like, yo, dog, inmates is running the building like, yo, you good? Finish the album, shoot the video. What happened? Niggas go on vacation and, you know, we don't know. What you mean you don't know? How do you listen to a whole album, pick a single, shoot a video, then don't know? Okay, I see what's really.
Look, excuse me. That DMX album, bro, I think it was The Great Depression. That was a fire album. Jay was in there trying to hold back other artists who he felt had hotter albums than him, and that's messed up. Just because he was in a position to do so. But word is, he really was on some weird ish when it came to the artists at Rockefeller too. So, you feel me?
Good. You're trying to eliminate the competition, you know, because at first you retire, you know, then get me off the label. Now you're back rapping again. Okay, it's all good. That's all good.
Something similar allegedly happened to Beanie Siegel. And according to TK Kirkland, Jay deliberately sabotaged Beanie because he worried he might surpass him.
You couldn't be bigger than Jay-Z on Jay-Z's label, if that makes any sense. They wasn't gonna push you to, that you couldn't be bigger than Jay-Z. You couldn't sell more records than Jay-Z. But all you had to do was listen to Beanie Siegel. Beanie Siegel was, oh my God. Oh my God. And there's no hate to nobody. Jay-Z, you still my dog. You did my birthday party. You're a multi-billionaire now. Beanie Siegel, you still my I'm always gonna show you love. So it's amazing because of the educational level in life, how you have to explain things.
And you said that an executive.
And then there's Jaguar Wright, who alleged that Jay-Z went as far as getting rid of rapper Big L out of pure jealousy. Back in the early 90s, Big L was practically a local legend in the Harlem underground hip-hop scene, known for his insane freestyling skills. In 1992, Big L inked a deal with Columbia Records, and his debut album dropped the following year. Even though the album was a hit, Columbia dropped him less than a year later, supposedly over some creative disagreements. Big L didn't let that stop him. He launched his own independent label, Flamboyant Entertainment, and got to work on his second studio album. He also caught the eye of Rockefeller's Dame Dash, who started talking about possibly signing Big L and his crew as a group. But just as things were heating up, tragedy struck. Big L was shot in a drive-by in Harlem. Now here's where things get really shady. Gerard Woodley, one of Big L's childhood friends, was arrested in connection with the murder. But the investigation didn't have enough evidence, so they had to let him go. To this day, Big L's murder remains unsolved. Here's where it gets even more intriguing. Jaguar Wright has thrown out some wild claims, saying that Big L believed Jay-Z might have been involved. And according to Jaguar, Big L even hinted at this in his track, The Enemy.
What would you do if a vicious enemy suddenly started coming at you, armed to the teeth and ready to kill you?
Armed to the teeth and ready to kill. Sean Carter, I believe everything that Big L ever told me. He never lied to me. Lamont never lied to me. And the last time I was with him, he told me that you was there. And he told me not to trust you. And he told me to watch out for you. And he told me that your greatest sin is coveting, Sean Carter. You're a coveter.
Now circling back to 50 Cent, in his 2023 interview with Big Boy TV, 50 dropped a major bombshell, claiming that Jay-Z tried to use his NFL connections to sabotage his performance at the 2022 Super Bowl. And according to 50, Eminem had to step in, telling Jay that he wouldn't hit the stage.
Hey, yo, y'all remember that Super Bowl performance? Hold up. Hold up. We ain't gonna slide past that. Hold up.
Now circling back to 50 Cent, in his 2023 interview with Big Boy TV, 50 dropped a major bombshell, claiming that Jay-Z tried to use his NFL connections to sabotage his performance.
Yo, y'all remember that shit? That was wild, man. That was a classic, but 50 was big than a motherfucker. He got way more in shape since then. Shout out to 50, man.
At the 2022 Super Bowl. And according to 50, Eminem had to step in, telling Jay that he wouldn't hit the stage unless 50 was also a part of the show.
Look, Jay-Z and them was putting it together. So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
You think you were purposely left out of the ad?
No. I don't think. I think that they were saying the NFL has some issues with me that I don't know what those issues are. Like what is the issue? So now look, what I'm saying to you is, look, when you start looking at that's not mine, that's theirs. They harbor it, right? But when you look at M is looking at the entire legacy.
Yeah.
The whole thing, like with M, Dre, and myself, like I'm a shady aftermath. You see what I'm saying? Like there's so much G-Unit records.
Right.
They forget that I'm M and Dre's artist.
By the way, 50's longtime friend and G-Unit member Tony Yayo recently backed up the story during his chat on Vlad TV. He hinted that Jay-Z has a history of pulling shady moves to undermine any rappers he sees as a threat.
The most influence. So with Jay is like, when the last time you haven't seen Jay, so I think people are just gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I mean, Jay, you gotta remember, he didn't want 50 at the Super Bowl. That was crazy. I'm like,
wait, Jay didn't want 50 at the Super
you didn't
Bowl?
know that? Yeah, he didn't want.
I remember Eminem pushed for it.
That was some haters. Yeah,
I remember Eminem was like, I'm not gonna do it unless 50 does it. I heard that.
Yeah,
but I didn't know that Jay was trying to stop it.
I don't think Jay. I don't know. 50 never told me that, but I don't think Jay wanted him there. I don't know.
Because of what? Some of the.
I mean,
the back and forth,
it's competition. You got to think. 50 always been competition for Jay. Remember, I'm about $1. What the 50 Cent?
That was a long time ago.
That was what 9? What was that? 9?
But after that, they did a song together. Remember the whole,
of course, but 50 was
sneaker
50 was always competition. Then remember Jay said, yo, 50's coming. He told Siegel and them, and Memphis Bleak and all them.
Yeah.
And come on, 50's like, he's on a whole nother level. You got to remember, he came after Jay and Rockefeller. G-Unit came, and people might G-Unit, but with Eminem, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, nobody has outsold us, bro.
And you know how 50 Cent is. He never lets anything slide. And once you're on his bad side, get ready for the endless petty drama. And it looks like 50 has been biding his time, waiting for just the right moment to get his revenge on Jay-Z. Word on the street is that he's now set on buying Dame Dash's share of Rockefeller, even if it means the ownership will expire in a few years. Apparently, it's all out of pure spite, and 50 is determined to use this auction as his chance to get under Jay's skin. And since Dame Dash is tossing in an original Rockefeller chain with the shares, you just know what's coming next. We can already picture 50 Cent strutting around with that chain and using it as his latest prop to clown Jay-Z all over social media. Now, some fans are dragging Dame and 50, saying they just need to move on and stop with all these antics because they're not even on Jay-Z's radar. Someone said, think about this. Jay never speaks about these two dudes, but every chance 50 gets, he's trolling Jay. Man, you're rich. rich. Grow up. But others are saying that Jay-Z might be keeping quiet on purpose to look like he's above the drama. Meanwhile, he could be pulling sneaky, spiteful moves behind the scenes. One fan said he doesn't speak publicly because he's too busy trying to do dirty business behind 50's back, like blackball him from performing at the Super Bowl, for example. And who knows what else. But what is your take on all this drama with Dame Dash putting his Rockefeller shares up for auction? How do you feel about 50 Cent allegedly gearing up to make the highest bid just to get one over on Jay-Z? And do you really think Jay-Z is as unbothered as he's playing it?
Look, man. I personally feel like 50 gonna do it because he likes to troll Jay. They got, they obviously got friction with each other. They don't, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be competition. And, he's the ultimate troll. So what better, move could he have than to, you know, buy that share, have that ownership in reasonable doubt, be it for however many years it is. He's still going to eat off of it for that many years. And that's some good revenue. That's like my favorite Jay-Z album, Reasonable Doubt. Like it's most people's favorite Jay-Z album because that's the raw essence of things. You know what I'm saying? It's just like he was spitting different. It was a different energy. You know what I mean? And it's a classic. Who wouldn't want some type of, piece of that? Again, for however long it is. And he gonna make sure he rub it in Jay face for that whole time period too. It could revert back to him later or whatever as far as reasonable doubt, but I don't think it would matter the fifth. Plus, that'll be helping Dame out, and 50 is one who's known to help people out, like help other, artists and people that he F with around himself or like around the industry. He's known to, give him a bag, give him a job, give him a role in a show, like things like that. You feel me? So I think he'll probably end up giving Dame the bag, bro. You feel me? It'll probably happen. And there's one other person that I think would do it just for spite as well. And you could guess who that is. I'm not finna say his name. Just put his name in the comments. And I'll let you know if you correct. But yeah, man, it's the homie Smitster 400. This has been Smitster Reacts. If you made it to this point in the video, go ahead, give us a like, subscribe. Shout out to the subscribers. We appreciate you. We on the road to 5K. Go ahead, share the channel. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, let's help this thing grow, bro. Let's help this thing grow. But yeah, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm out, man. Owie.